right, thank you very much, Brian Anderson. So the #1 seeds, each one win away from advancing to the conference finals. We'll have highlights of the nail-biter in Atlanta as the Hawks knocked off the Wizards, and of this blowout as Golden State takes Memphis by 20. It's Inside the NBA presented by Kia. Oh, that is impressive sleight of hand.
I was watching the Carbonero effect in the green room.
Were you?
Yeah. I didn't get to meet him today up front. How about watch the game you paid to watch? It was a blowout.
That is amazing, Shay. All right, it is Inside the NBA.
I caught the monkey. The monkey's over there, man.
It is presented by Kia.
Did you see the monkey? I did not. Where's he at?
Comes to you live.
You gotta see the monkey, man.
This goes back. This goes back to that night when
I didn't see the monkey. You guys saw the monkey, man. Hey, I caught that. That was real. Remember that? So he's making a real appearance. Wait, wait. He's making an in-person debut on national television. That's funny. Oh, look, there he is right there on the steps. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Oh, my.
I spotted the monkey. Spotted Monkey.
Oh, anyway.
I'm going to name my next.
What are you?
Name your club Spotted Monkey. Spotted Monkey. And not the
Shaq.
Boom Boom Room.
Hey, that's Kenny. That's Chuck. That was the monkey.
Chuck, when I open up the Boom Boom Room, you ain't going to be invited.
Okay. What do you say we roll the highlights of that?
Oh, my God. We got to watch highlights again.
Memphis game.
No Tony Allen. He's still in play?
Unable to go. Klay Thompson and the Warriors back in their gym, Oracle as they call it, and Zach Randolph, great start. They were up by 13 in the first quarter, and Randolph had 11 in the first.
I don't think they went to Randolph enough after that, Ernie. I agree, Chuck. He started off hot. They just stopped giving him the ball. They stopped feeding the big dog. Yeah, I don't understand why they stopped feeding him. Well, he started off hot, and he stayed hot. Yeah, but that's because they kept going to him. I don't know why they stopped. Oh, my goodness. Chuck, I know you say don't panic on them shots, but woo-wee, baby. I know you don't. You just can't panic. I mean, it was a one-point game.
26-25 after one, and
Vince Carter, half man.
Half amazing.
No, just half man now. Oh, stop it. That's why he's not amazing anymore. He's just
Harrison Barnes out of the corner.
He went to North Carolina, right? Oh, yes, he did.
He did. Had 14 on the night. Ooh, and 3 from deep.
Come on, Chuck.
Man. Splash Rose.
I bet you that place be going crazy. They got one of the best home courts in the NBA. Oh, my gosh. That's an N1. That was an N1.
Curry 5 out of 8 from the promised land in the
good move, boy. Good pass. Oh, don't hurt yourself. What's that?
That's Harrison Barnes doing a split, man.
Is that a Shaq tonight? Oh! That tell you what, that lets you know he's about 22 years old. Right, because there's no way I would have recovered for that. Yeah. That old guy would have been out. Nice pass. Right fast.
Old guy would have still been down, even at this late hour. 63-51 at this point. Here come the Grizzlies back the other way.
Oh,
and
nice
Marc Gasol with the finish. So 10-point game.
Oh, give me that. I see you, Andre. Oh, I see you. Tell you what,
great energy, some big points, nice minutes for Iguodala off the bench.
You know, both of these teams were really careless with the ball, Arnie. Very careless.
Yeah, 17 turns for Golden State, 16 for Memphis. Iguodala.
They just start pouring it on right here, Arnie. You can't have turnovers against Golden State. They're just playing with them right now. Bang, bang.
Fast break points in this game, 31-6 Golden State.
Oh, my gosh, count that. Bang, bang. Yeah. Change your name to the Bang Bang Brothers.
Splash Brothers.
Bang Bang. I like Bang Bang Brothers, though. Well, y'all can't just change people's nicknames. Somebody can give it to him.
But he makes it look effortless.
Oh, my God. So bang, bang.
98-78, the final score. Randolph off of there after the great start, 11 points in the first quarter, and finishes with 13.
That was ridiculous. They should have gave him the ball more.
Okay.
I mean, how do you get 11 points the first quarter and only get 2 more?
Well, you just get 2 over the rest of the game and finish
with 13. Genius.
And look at this. Field goal percentage in the paint, under 40% in each of the last 2 games. First time all season they've been under 40% in the paint. And,
well, give Golden State credit.
Yeah.
They've started doubling on all that. Memphis does an awful job of spacing the floor, but give Golden State credit. They're doing a fantastic job of doubling the big guys and scrambling on defense.
And so now we go to a Game 6 Friday in Memphis. Don't know what Tony Allen's status is going to be there,
That's
but what's
big.
the status of the series now, Chuck?
Well, I mean, it's nothing gonna. It just depends on how the game is going. You know, like I said, these teams are how they are. Memphis wants to walk it up and down the walk it up and down the court and just bully you to death, pound it into Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph. They did that the first few minutes of the game, and then I think they got jump shot happy. And Golden State, they want to get it out and they want to play with pace. It's whoever imposes their will on the other team.
Golden State up 3-2. Let's go to Steve Kerr live.
Significant to win the series. I mean, obviously, that's the whole goal. It's just to win the series. We would love to win it on the road. I mean, you just, you always have to try to get it done when you can. You don't want to mess around. You never know what can happen. So, yeah, our intent is to go down there and play the kind of defense we've played the last two games, which has really turned the series. I think I said the first couple of games our defense was good enough, but it wasn't championship defense. And I was wrong. It wasn't good enough. This is what it's going to take, this kind of defense from tonight and from Game 4.
Steve.
Your turn, Shaq. Weigh in on this one. 3-2 Golden State now.
Well, I don't know if they're going to shoot 46% by shooting threes. They were real hot at home, 14 out of 30. They hit a lot of crazy shots. But again, they're spectacular shooters. If they could hit those shots, it'll be tough for Memphis. But if Memphis sticks to their game plan, they beat them up basketball like Chuck is referring to. If they stick to their game plan and move the ball, and Chuck has been on Jeff Green. He's absolutely right. Jeff needs to be very, very aggressive. Especially when Zach gets double, simple play, cut to the basket, or when you get the ball, defense will be, disaligned, and you just, make a straight line, cut to the basket, just, do something. But, if Golden State continues to shoot the ball like they're shooting, I think this series will be over. But Steve is right. You need to go get this game because if, I don't want to, even though Golden State has home court advantage, you should never really rely on, home court advantage. If you have the chance to close a team out, you should close them out.
They had 14 threes in Game 4 in Memphis, 14 more threes tonight at home. Jet, last crack at this one.
The Tony Allen effect is going to be big. First team all defense, whatever he screams. But what he does, he's that gnat that you got to keep waving. So even when they're shooting the ball well, you don't see the smiles that you see tonight because the guys just makes you uncomfortable. And that, in turn, makes Steve Kerr at times change the lineup and put different guys in and try different lineups together. But today he can be conventional. He can do what he did every game during the regular season. He doesn't have to search for things. Tony Allen makes you search. I don't know if he's first team all defense. I don't know if he's the best defensive player in the league, but he makes you uncomfortable.
Can this team score 100 points, this Memphis team? That's what Dave Yeager said they're going to have to do to win a game.
It's funny you mentioned that. I was going to say at some point, they want to play bully ball, but at some point they got to explode one game. If they're going to win this series, I think they have to score 100. Vince Carter, Jeff Green, Courtney Lee, somebody's going to have to play out of their mind one game. Because clearly, Golden State is so good offensively, I think they're going to get 80 to 90 points. If they're having a bad night, I think they're going to get 80 points. So I think if Memphis, and this is a big if, I think somebody's going to have to go crazy one night. Not their three big stars. A role player, a Shaq called them to others, especially at home, because that's when role players tend to play better at home.
Yeah, and these three losses, 86, 84, and tonight 78 for Memphis. The Golden State Warriors a win away. When we come back, the series lead on the line in Atlanta. Game 5, Wizards and Hawks. And this one went down to the final ticks, and look who was back in there for Washington. There are no playoff games on Saturday, but NBA TV has a great lineup, an all-new episode of Inside Stuff presented by Samsung Galaxy. draft combine coverage, and
shout out some people in there.
The 2014-15
Stanley Johnson, shout out.
Performance Award.
Shout out to California
Justice
Supreme.
Winslow, shout out.
Yeah.
To my guys.
Mr. Okafor, shout out.
Spotted Monkey, baby.
Who's that right there? Boris Diaw?
No, that's Andrew Barbosa. Did you change the name of your club? My hands are white, I'll tell you that much.
Chuck, what do you don't?
My hands are white.
They were.
What? Change the name of your club.
I thought it was the one that used to be Bulldogs. No, that's your club. you can't be part owner of that. I only own it. I visit it.
Okay. Are you a platinum card member?
Exactly. I'm not only a president, I'm a client.
Very little chance I'm getting through this lead-in. In Atlanta, Wednesday night. Series lead on the line in Game 5 between the Hawks and Wizards for Washington. After playing without John Wall the last 3 games, their all-star point guard returned. The Wiz 1-2 this postseason without him, 5-0 with him. We take you to the highlight factory.
Everyone's texting me like, what is Bulldogs? Let's Google it. Then you'll know.
Hey, how about the start for John Wall here, Jeff?
Just his explosiveness, we always knew was going to be there. This move right here.
Yeah,
with
fresh
the left
legs.
hand.
Yeah, fresh
oh, my
legs.
God. But the in and out
fresh
with the
legs
left.
and a broken left hand.
Oh, man.
That's what, 2 games, 3 games?
Yeah,
3.
His ability to create off the dribble was impressive today by John Wall.
John Wall, he's a terrific young player, man. This was a great game. It wasn't like our second game. This was a terrific game.
Watch this.
Good pass.
With the left hand. 47-41.
He didn't get touched.
That was not a foul. That was like that bogus foul last night on Taj Gibson getting tossed out the game. That was awful.
Yeah, and he got suspended. I mean, no, he got tossed
Oh,
out.
good pass. That was ridiculous, NBA. Taj Gibson did not deserve to get a technical last night.
Bradley Beal with the lay there. They led by 10.
Oh, good pass. Used to be a guy I played with named Greg Ward. Shout out to Greg Ward in my 5th grade. He used to throw that pass all the time. Hope he's watching. Trust me.
Hawks coming back. Yes, Al Horford. Yes, Al Horford all over.
Polish hammer got hammered.
That play, remember, ladies and gentlemen.
Feel free to call over.
That might be the same exact play that helped
Feel free to
him.
go call over the back.
Jeff T.
All over the back. That's barbecue pierogi.
58-55, and then Horford, that was set shot.
Chuck, he reminded me of Horace Grant right there from that spot.
Horace Grant?
14-foot assassin.
I think Horace Grant is one of the most underrated players in NBA history.
63-62 after 3, and then the Hawks come out in the 4th quarter. Washington went 9-0, and the Hawks start the quarter 0 for 9 with 4 turnovers, 4 of their 25 on the night, which is a season high.
Yeah, they made a lot of mental mistakes, but Washington never really pulled away.
Well, 73-64, they're up 9. And then here come the Hawks. Their first field goal of the 4th quarter comes right here with under 5 minutes to go.
Why you leave that guy open?
Well, he wasn't really open.
Yeah,
He was at the half court.
Well, it's anytime Kyle Korver.
He can do that? Bang, bang.
Yes, he can. Yeah.
Al Horford
You could call him the bang bang
corner
brothers.
3.
Okay. I just want you to get the name out.
And then Dennis Schroeder.
Tell you,
Horford
Again from right there.
Don't miss from that spot.
He was clearly MVP tonight. He was not just a game winner. He was fantastic.
Hawks with his 14-0 run.
Oh, the German Rondo.
Okay.
He's that same.
78-73. So 5-point game, and then Paul Pierce.
Tracy.
Bam.
78-76. John Wall going to find Marcin Gortat. And Gortat,
Little baby floater lefty.
Left hand.
game tied at 78. Watch Pierce here. Oh, gets it knocked away. And this is pretty.
That was nice. Back to you.
Horford and Carroll playing catch, and it's 80-78 Atlanta.
It's that practice drill you always do in high school, huh, Kenny?
2-on-1 fast break, baby.
Now, Paul Pierce has already won a game
Got him.
for the Wiz, and here he is from 3 for the lead with under 10 seconds.
Truth.
Tell him about it, Truth. Tell him about it. Tell him about it.
Better forget it. Hey, you better tell you what, he better forget the game's not over.
He looked like he stepped out.
Still had 8 ticks left.
And that was 8 seconds too many, Ernie.
Wow.
Knocked over John Wall.
Paul Pierce, first down.
Now watch Al Horford, number 15.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bully ball.
That's just a See, I think Morton Gartok should have been in the game. I just really do. But
yeah, but you got to put the small lineup in there.
Yeah, but I would have put one of them on Horford and one of them on Millsap.
No timeouts for the Wiz.
Sometimes you just have to shake the other guy's hand.
Well, that's just I'm bigger than you and stronger than you.
And I want it. I want this bad. And
I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and I want it more.
Horford is not bigger than Nene. He just took that one.
Well, Nene was boxing out Millsap.
He should have had that rebound.
Okay.
He got his hands on it.
Okay.
Any rebound you get your hand on, you should grab.
Okay, Mr. I had 18 million rebounds.
Okay, I'm telling you, you get your hand on the ball in the last
I forgot who I was talking to.
Exactly.
Okay.
82-81. The Atlanta Hawks, in a really bizarre fourth quarter, win it by 1.
25 turnovers.
3-2 series lead. Yeah, the
franchise high.
Franchise high in a playoff win, and their season high with 25. But they win it by 1, and we get more from David Aldridge.
Pat Riley said a long time ago, no rebounds, no rings. 1 rebound separated the Wizards and Hawks in Game 5. Al Horford got it. The Wizards didn't.
I think the sting of this game is going to motivate us for Game 6. I think guys will really be fired up knowing that we don't want to get away. So we're going to go back home with aspirations of winning and making another trip back to Atlanta.
My hand feels fine. I'm perfectly fine. On the last play, just try to make a play on the ball and block the shot. And then I don't know what happened after that. I just see the ball was loose and seen Horford grab it and had an easy layup.
They wanted more. Plain and simple. You know, we came down 1 stop, 1 rebound. That's all we needed, and we didn't do that.
The play was for Dennis to go score. I was just supposed to set a screen for Kyle. I seen that it got a little crowded in there. Paul was supposed to get the rebound if he missed. But, you know, it's the end of the game. We're making plays. We're trying to win. I just went ahead and got it and put it back in.
Every time we get a lead, we're always getting comfortable. We need to just start learning to put teams away. Because a team like that, you keep them around so much, they're getting confidence, and this is exactly what happened.
You didn't make a lot of threes tonight. You turned the ball all over the place. How did you win this game?
I don't know, man. I really don't. We didn't play well at all. We struggled. Credit to them. We had a lot of careless turnovers. But we found a way, man. We found a way. We got it done.
Coors Light, cold, hard facts. The fourth quarter talked about the bizarre nature of that one. First 6 minutes, 1 point. Last 6 minutes, 18. They start out 0 for 9 and 0 for 3 from deep, but they win it by 1. Now, Game 6 is Friday in Washington. Game 7 would be Monday back in Atlanta. Does it go that far, Shaq?
You know, the jury's still out on Atlanta. You know, I don't know if they have the killer instinct or enough playoff experience to go in and have the know-how to close a game out. But, you know, I still need a lot more for Kyle Korver. You know, they're one guy away from having a great night. I think if he has a great night, then yes, they can win the series. But, you know, Paul Pierce said that those guys are stung from this game. They will be fired up, and, you know, it might be a tough game. But I still don't know about Atlanta. You know, I still think they can win the series, but I don't know if they have that you know how to go in there and, you know, just take a game. Do all playoff losses hurt the same, or does this one sting a little bit more when you're that close, Chuck?
It stings a little bit more. I mean, because especially you going home, you go with a chance to wrap up the series. I take my hat off to both of these. That was a fantastic basketball game, but you never celebrate too early. You know, Paul celebrated a little early, but listen, you just got to take your hat off to Mr. Horford. He played fantastic. He scored all those points down the stretch, starting with that 3 in the corner. He made a couple jumpers, but that was a man offensive rebound.
Well, also, Schroeder pretty much finished the game instead of Teague tonight. Not pretty much, he did finish the game. So that's going to be something to monitor, because John Wall changes the complexion of what Jeff Teague does, and Jeff Teague has to not allow him to do that. If Jeff Teague doesn't allow him to change his aggressiveness and his pace of the game, then I believe the Hawks will win in Washington. However, if John Wall just got better as the game went on.
Yeah, you got to be. I mean, you got to be so encouraged if you're Washington.
Oh my gosh, he got better as the game went on. So that is the matchup to me, because I think it was the last 5 minutes of the game. We didn't even see Jeff Teague. He wasn't on the floor. So that's unique. That's a unique situation. And if we see that again, we will see a Game 7. We will be sitting here on Sunday.
Monday.
Jeff Teague, 14 points, 5 assists.
Why don't you come in Sunday night
7
anyway?
times.
Well, I have to fly in.
We may be here Sunday.
Got possibility for that?
I would love to see a bunch of Game 7s this weekend.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be.
We've seen one so far. That was the Clippers beating San Antonio.
Underdog.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Yes. Seriously.
When we come back, a look ahead.
That's what Kenny looks like without makeup.
The Thursday night. Oh, Chuckster.
That's what wait.
His mama never Kenny, I'm a kind of Kenny.
I'll tell you.
I tell you, Joe Louis was the best boxer in the world.
Previews are coming up. Keep it here. Hey, we're back here on Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. Time to check in with Lance Fresh in this edition of NBA Style, presented by Samsung Galaxy.
I'm here with GQ style editor Will Welch. He's going to give the everyday guy style tips.
The first thing you want is something simple, like I got on a black suit today. Once you got that down, though, you can sort of take it up a notch. This is a double-breasted suit. This is something we're seeing from a lot of NBA players more and more.
What's one staple that every guy should have in his closet?
One of the biggest ones for us right now is the bomber jacket. To me, the cool thing about bomber jackets is there are so many versions of them now. It hits you at the waist, and it just makes you look cool.
For more NBA style clips, log on to NBA.com/style.
Lance going with the John Wall. Yeah,
John Wall look.
Exactly. Hey, ESPN's got the games on Thursday. Cavs and Bulls, followed by the Rockets and the Clippers. We've got the previews, starting with Rachel Nichols.
If this were the regular season, the Bulls' Pau Gasol would probably take at least a few more days to rest his strained hamstring for fear of injuring it further. But there might not be a few more days for the Bulls, who face elimination in their series with Cleveland. So Gasol says he will return for Game 6, whether he's truly ready to or not.
Right now, we're going to go home, so there's nothing left besides tomorrow's game, and what percentage I'll be able to play, I don't know, but whatever percentage I will be up, that's what I'll give.
At this time of the year, whatever a guy could give you, you'd like him to give it to you. So, whatever he has, obviously. He's a very talented player.
Derrick Rose will also play in Game 6, despite dealing with yet another shoulder stinger at the end of Game 5. It's the second time that's happened to him in a week. But both Rose and his coach stressed injuries are not their focus right now. Extending this series is.
The last 3 games have been one-possession games. You got to find a way to pull them out. They're right there. We got to play great. They're a great team. Let's do the right things. If we do that, we'll be fine.
The Cavaliers are, of course, also aware of the stakes in Game 6, and on Wednesday, Coach David Blatt made a point of singling out LeBron James for the presence of mind he's shown throughout these playoffs. Blatt said, quote, "I don't know if there's another player anywhere that understands better what time it is." Well, for both teams, the time is definitely now. In Chicago, I'm Rachel Nichols.
For the first time this series, the Houston Rockets played together. They showed energy, they showed effort, and as a result, they're headed back to LA and they force a Game 6. And they did it all with their star, James Harden, under the weather.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling well all day. This morning he wasn't feeling good at shoot around, but had a triple-double tonight and had a hell of a game. He had an IV this afternoon, and so he came out and really played a great game for us, but we needed it.
Smart. We won, so that's all that matters.
James played very well. He definitely did the things that we needed him to do. He got everybody involved in the game. He gave us an opportunity to help him, and that's big for this team. When we're all involved, we're all playing together. It definitely helps us out a lot.
We got to lay our bodies on the line. This is win or go home, and Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants this as bad as we all do.
As for the Clippers, they felt they didn't play with any sense of urgency, but they are confident they will rebound back home.
Their backs were against the wall, and they came out and played like it. I think we kind of played like we knew we had a couple bullets in the chamber. You know, we had a safety net knowing we could still go home and try to finish them, and we can't have that kind of mentality.
If we don't have a sense of urgency going home after already losing a game, then we're already in trouble. So this is kind of where, you see the difference in teams. You see teams close out games that they should close out. But like I said, you got to give them credit because they outplayed us and they played like they wanted it.
And they'll have to play better, or else they'll be back here for Game 7. In Houston, I'm Tracy Wolfson.
All right, thank you, Tracy and Rachel. Some tough news for the North Carolina basketball family. Longtime assistant Bill Guthridge passed away on Tuesday night. He was 77 years old. He was Dean Smith's top assistant for 30 years and took over when Coach Smith retired in 1997. Guthridge coached the Tar Heels for 4 years, going 80-28 and taking his team to the Final Four twice. And Kenny, I know he was an assistant coach when you were playing with the Tar Heels.
Yeah, this has been a tough year, obviously losing Coach Smith and now Coach Guthridge. He was attached to Coach by the hip. And, it was basically listening to the same person, his fiery personality, the Carolina secret handshake, all of those things will be remembered. But I think the one thing that I always remember most about Coach Guth is being fair, and his honesty was unparalleled and just a joy to be around. The first thing you walk in a basketball office in North Carolina, you go, "Where's Coach Guth?" That was the first person you asked for. And as great as Coach Smith was, and Coach Williams, and Coach Fogler, but Coach Guth was the guy who made us all laugh. And at the same time, a lot of those things that Coach Smith got credit for, Coach Guthridge was in that lab helping them create. In terms of style of play, four-corner offense, all defenses, 30, 40, all of those things, Coach Guthridge was the man.
And I know that for you guys, too, I mean, you always remember the head coach you played for, but the assistants play such a vital role on teams, too, Charles.
Well, actually, Ernie, on most teams, I don't know how we played on, you spend more time with the assistant coaches because my theory is that the head coach kind of keeps his distance from the players. So I've always had great admiration for the assistants because, like I said, you spend more time with those guys because, like I say, the head coach can't get too close to his players. So the assistant coaches, they've always been underrated in my opinion.
My condolences go out to the Guthridge family. He was the one that when I visited North Carolina, I met Coach Smith, but he was the one that showed me around the campus, showed me all the players. He was a fine gentleman, and he was right there attached to the hip with Coach Smith, like you said, and everyone knows he was the fine coach. He would definitely be missed.
33 years, Ernie, and Coach Smith told me the story. He obviously interviewed for other jobs. He never took a job and always was asked to have the job at every interview he ever went to, and he never took it. And he stayed with North Carolina, and then, honestly, I think he might be the winningest coach in North Carolina history because of percentages. Yeah, 80-20. In his 4 years, he won more games than anyone in a higher clip than anyone at Carolina history.
So a sad day for obviously the North Carolina basketball family, but for college basketball overall, the passing of Bill Guthridge at the age of 77. Welcome back to Inside, presented by Kia. Danny Shay's played in the league 18 years. He's written a book, Fast Broke, Learn the Real Reason Athletes Go Broke So You Don't Have To, is the book by Danny Shay.
Got to get that from Danny. He's a good, I played with Danny, good guy.
He is, he's a
wife, Wendy.
Yes. Yeah. What's up, Danny?
Danny, good. Hey.
Son, nice son.
That can be a useful book for players and non-players alike. We like to take a look at up-and-coming talent here on the show, and your son. There's a video out, and first tell me how old is Sharice?
Well, my marketing answer, he's 13, but in real life he's 15. He's 6'8".
Yeah, and he can play.
Yes, he's pretty good. Way better than myself, Chuck, or Kenny at that age.
Oh, well, you ain't seen me at that age.
Look at the handles.
Oh, he ain't
look at
seen
the handles.
me at
Yeah,
that. The pass is better than the handle. Man, that's more one assist more than you have.
Get that out of there.
Oh, okay.
Finish.
Plyometrics.
Plyometrics. Wait, Ernie. Yes, it is.
When did he first dunk? Baby. When did he first dunk?
He first dunked 2 years ago. Oh, jump hook, feet work, baby. That's what I taught you. Bam. Right there. Give me one, baby.
You didn't teach him this.
Give me one. Yeah,
you did not teach him that. When did you have footwork? You didn't get, good steal.
Oh, great. Contact. The ref didn't call it. We don't need it. Finish for me, baby.
I think he's a better player than you.
What's it like for you to be in the stands and watch him, man?
Actually, you know, it's crazy. 2 months ago, I went to watch him play at his high school. He didn't play a lot because he's a freshman. There's a lot of juniors and senior year, but I didn't know he had all that. I tried something different. I let him work out with other people, so I'm not the voice all the time. So he's been working out with dribble guys, shoot guys, strength and conditioning guys.
Shout out work out with other people, so you ain't
shout out to his favorite people, T-Mac, LeBron, KD, Kobe, guys like that.
You guys
like real players, not like yourself.
Yeah, well,
you guys
I don't have to be a real player.
You guys have free throw shooting contests?
No, he'll definitely beat me at that. But Ernie, listen to me. Ernie, listen to me. I used to be a shooter, but when I was going up against punks like Chuck, and I knew I could intimidate him, why shoot?
Wait, you intimidate me?
Yeah, all the time. Ernie, why be a shooter when you can just go down there and eat barbecue chicken for free all night?
Calling him.
That's all. You look, Chuck's a punk.
Come on.
Punk.
We have
Punks jump up to get beat down.
So we have several more years of
it
that.
Ain't nothing
you calling him
down.
Hey, man. Together. This is just.
Hey, don't make me. I have a shout out. Shout out, kid. It's my daughter's birthday today. Kayla Brianna's birthday. Happy birthday. I can't say happy birthday. Say happy birthday to Kayla.
Kayla, happy birthday from Uncle Chuck. Her marketing age is she's 18, but in real life she's 22. Uncle Chuck, happy birthday.
Yeah. And we're back.
What you get her? Don't worry about it. It has 4 wheels. How's that?
Oh,
tractor. I was going to say a Matchbox car.
Back to wrap it up on Inside in just a minute.
Shout out to Shakira, too. That's my other one coming up, Bernie.
Nice John Deere for her, huh?
The hell of all your kids.
Bleacher Report's got it all, man. They got great writers, got the team stream, got alerts for you. So check it out. You know what else they have?
I love Bleacher Report.
Yeah, they've launched their own investigation into Shaq's fall here the other night. Oh, man, roll it.
They can't win the championship. I don't know if because they just don't lock in defensively, and this is obvious.
Get him, kid.
If a tree falls in the forest and all the other trees laugh, can any tree be trusted? When Shaquille O'Neal fell, the internet broke, but Shaq wasn't LOLing.
A lot of people want to know, was I set up? I said, hell yeah.
Was it the professional?
You set me up, Ernie.
What do you mean, me?
You set me up, Ernie.
The obvious suspect?
I think Charles wants me to get hurt, because Charles always say, you're gonna kill yourself on the set.
It was just a matter of time, America.
There it is. A matter of time, racing me.
Or the Jet?
Kenny hesitates.
He does hesitate.
And he looks up at the monitor for a second. And then he glances over.
So it must have been Kenny then. Good job, detective. He asked me to let him in the studio a bit early, you know. I asked why, but he just wouldn't tell me.
So it wasn't an accident?
No, it wasn't.
Get him, kid. Oh.
Pain. Suffering. Humiliation. Betrayal.
Yes, America, I was set up. But don't worry, I'll be back.
How's that? That was good. Hey, look, I didn't hesitate.
You still maintaining you were set up.
Ernie, I apologize for thinking it was you.
Thank you.
It was Kenny all the time.
No, it was not me.
Your apology.
I didn't set you. America?
I did not set him up.
Something will happen to Kenny during the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's a great.
That's not a setup there. That's not a setup.
Wait, why is it Kenny's fault you clumsy?
No answer from the big man. It's that time.
It's time for
EJ's Nino Saturday Night.
Presented by No One.
Oh my God, you lost another sponsor.
Back to No One, yeah. So anyway, we had that meme that you paid the guy $500 for. The winning meme was what, the Gulliver's Travel thing, where they had everybody. Okay.
Excuse me, Shaquille was travel. Get it right, Ernie.
Get it, whatever. There's a new one. There's a new one that you might also want to see.
Let me see.
I'd love to see this too.
Who did that one? You get $1,000, whoever you are.
That's hilarious. The Z's coming out.
Who did that one? Oh, that's awesome. Who
that
did that
might
one?
be the best one ever.
Who did that?
I have no idea.
Alex, if you did that, I'm coming upstairs to see you.
That's pretty funny right there.
I didn't see that one.
And they put the clock
up.
A product of the same internet that you broke with your fall.
That was funny.
And that's one way to catch some Z's. That's one way to sleep. There's another way.
Wow, how was that?
To catch some sleep.
Oh yeah, there is.
Like when we're at the up front today.
Yeah, Chuck.
Waiting to go on.
Now, why would y'all do that to me?
This is right, ladies and gentlemen, this is right before we're going to announce that we all signing this large extension. This is how he felt about it.
It was an early morning. It was an early morning.
That was really rude. Y'all took a picture of me when I was sleeping.
It's rude for you to be sleeping in the middle of 5,000 people.
We were
in the back. First of all, you better not ever say anything about snoring.
I'm not snoring.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I want a caveat to my contract. We can never ride a private plane together. Because we're like,
I thought
dude, you are the loudest snorer in the history of civilization, which y'all agree.
I thought we were having engine trouble.
We did, dude. You got a problem. You got a problem.
This is falling. He fell asleep on the set. On the set, man. This dude, man. What's that? You have narcolism? You have narcoleptic?
Put that on my email.
Hey, if y'all wasn't so damn boring, I wouldn't fall asleep. That's what Bill Russell told you, wasn't it?
Charles Sleepy Barkley.
Well, it's time for all of us to get some shut-eye. That's a wrap for Inside the NBA.
Go to bed tonight.
Thanks for the Turner Upfronts. It was a great day at the Turner Upfronts. Thank you all, everybody in New York.
Last for all these guys.
Go to bed tonight, Chuck.
We'll see you soon. We got Thursday, Friday off.
That meme was nice in the bed. That was hot.
Yeah, that was nice. That was well done.
I would have seen that one. He definitely would have.